The Topeka School follows Adam Gordon, who's a graduating senior in the class of 1997 in Topeka, Kansas. And Adam's parents are both psychologists who work at a place called the Foundation, which is this prestigious international psychiatric clinic. And on the one hand, Adam is very much his parents' son, like he's a championship debater, he's an aspiring poet. And on the other hand, he's like desperate to pass as a tough kid or a real man in the very like red state surround of the culture outside of the household. So the book is kind of about many things that focus on Adam being torn between these two worlds. I like to write novels that are in part really interested in the most like shameful aspects of my experience, right? Like anxiety, fraudulence, having been a white kid in the 90s who was freestyling or
inherently embarrassing, yeah.
Right. But it's like I want to go at those elements that are kind of like shameful and complicated politically, but I don't just want to ironize them or make fun of them. I want to use literature to seek out like the kernel of social potential that's in those busted forms.
There's this very strong sense of language as language, and kind of these books kind of, they delight in their own artifice in a way. And is that the poet in you?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, I think you're talking about something really important, right? Which is that there's like a certain kind of autobiographical fiction or autobiographical writing that at least claims that it's going to get rid of artifice, right? Like I'm getting rid of literariness, and I'm just like writing the truth, and I'm writing it all down.
This is going to be raw.
Exactly. And that doesn't interest me, right? Like to me, it is the kind of patterning of aesthetic form and the possibility of the life of the language itself that have their own truth and force. I am really interested in, the way that not just like the thought a sentence communicates, but how the actual action and prosody of the syntax becomes like, gives you a sense of the actual process of the character's thinking or whatever. For me, I want to think about how literary patterning and kind of producing constellations and the energy that's contained in the language itself can reveal something that can't be reduced to, the story that's being told.
How do you navigate the kind of the ethics of that choice, of that aesthetic choice?
That's a really good question. I mean, in my particular instance, it was just really written in conversation with my parents.
Yeah.
The funny thing where so I have a brother who I'm also quite close to who's not in the book. I know my brother wouldn't want me to produce this kind of complicated fictional account of him, but also because I actually thought it was in the way of what I wanted to explore, that every scene would end up being about brothers as opposed to about the relationships that I wanted to emphasize. But I wanted to kind of remember the 90s from the perspective of the Trump era, and to kind of be looking for ways in which the bankruptcy of what passes for public speech now could already be seen right in this moment where at least the pundit class was proclaiming the triumph of America. Like this election, I mean, thank God Biden won, right? But it was an election between two different fantasies of white nostalgia. Right? Like Biden's restoration, this earlier neoliberal moment, which was the conditions in part that produced Trump, versus Trump's, idealized racist fantasy of some American past.